Welcome Capricorn to your February 2020 reading. Guys, these were the first cards that came out in my preparation. You have the Magician, you have Welcome Runes, and then you have fives. Now this is really interesting for me. You have Five of Swords, you have the Five in the Major Arcana, the Hierophant, and you have the Five of Wands. You're sorting something out, you're processing something, you're working through something, you're seeking guidance, advice. You're definitely in something in February. You may already be in it. Now the Magician comes along, it's like a little reminder that says, actually, you can act from a position of empowerment. You know, you're allowed to be the manifester here. You can choose the direction that you want this, I want to say, negotiation to move in. Yeah, you're not a helpless victim here. You're in a more powerful position than actually possibly some of you realise. There's definitely an invitation to navigate this from a position of, yeah, I just want to say empowerment, guys. That's really, really what I'm hearing. So let's draw from these. I've shuffled all of these packs so far, and we're taking just one from here. Now we have an 8 of fire. This is a very, very empowered position to be in. Whatever you guys are working through, it would suggest that this reading, this card, is suggesting you're going to find your way through this, and you're going to come out kind of sunny side up, I would venture to say. Now, let me just place that here and move these cards for one moment. We may draw again from them. I just want to see, let's draw a spirit animal guide card for you first. See which spirit animal guide is around you. Interesting, time to collaborate. Yeah, very, very interesting. You're negotiating something, guys. Collaboration is going to be key here in this process of negotiation. The outcome is looking pretty good. Whatever it is you're searching for, you may want to seek external help, external guidance. Again, time to collaborate. Let's see what these cards are showing for you. King of Cups. Okay, we have card of Victory and the Chariot. Very interesting. Actually, I'm just going to leave that for one moment. I think we may come back to a different pack. Guys, I've realised I've dived so quickly into the reading that I haven't actually said welcome. My apologies. I feel like I'm a really bad hostess. Welcome to this reading, and welcome back to any of you who are already following my readings, are a part of this amazing A to Z of Emotional Health YouTube channel, this A to Z of Emotional Health community. Guys, just thank you really from the bottom of my heart. For your shares, your comments, your likes, and for subscribing, because that helps me to continue to keep the channel going, to continue to put tons of free stuff into the world. Anyone new to this amazing channel and this amazing community of people, guys, I'm Jenny Florence. I put a lot of free stuff into the world. I'm currently working on a series of meditations, sleep meditations. The first is already up and running. They're all about helping to clear different things that we as human beings end up getting tangled in terms of blocks to manifestation. There's just so much stuff that I do. Check the information box. That's the best thing. It's all there, including the opportunity to potentially win a free private reading with me and a set of the new Art of Manifestation Oracle cards. So guys, yeah, check the information below. But let's get back into this. I got so involved in it straight away. It's because you're working through. That for me is really symbolic of. It's like we tune in. I always think I bathe in the energy of a reading, which is just wonderful for me when I'm doing these. But it's like I've got completely engrossed immediately, and this is what's kind of going on it's like you're engrossed in something, you're processing something, and there is something that has to be sorted out or worked through or come to terms with. The King of Cups. Let's just check in on these cards here. Actually, I'm going to position them right here. That's what I'm hearing. The King of Cups, I like his energy. But he can be a little bit ambivalent. You may be dealing with somebody who's a little bit ambivalent. That might be why you're trying to work through something, or the ambivalence may be yours. You may be sort of like trying to decide which way to go, slightly sitting on the fence. Now, the Magician, as I said, is here to remind you you have the right, the entitlement, the power to make decisions, and to make decisions that are right for you. Okay, very powerful, and it's really speaking very loudly here. And the Eight of Fire, I mean, there's a liberation in this. There's a passion. There's a kind of a fiery outcome, but it's looking good. I really want to say this process of working through is in your favour. Moving these along, because I'm actually going to draw a card here from the Art of Manifestation Oracle cards, actually. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, this is interesting. We have the card, You Are Safe Now. It is safe to relax. This card says you've been through a major ordeal and you've been amazing. You've handled it all, but as a consequence, you've learned to live on high alert. This needs to change. Your mind needs peace and your body needs to relax and repair. This card brings a message. You are safe now. It's okay to relax. Whatever you guys are processing, excuse me, whatever you're sorting out, the indications here are that you're going to come through it and you're going to come out on top. Okay? You do have the right to make decisions that are right for you. Step into that space of empowerment, that there's some conflict around. Once you're clear about what it is that you want, things will move forwards. I think you've kind of got to work out exactly how you wish to move forwards in order to then make those decisions. Now, just connecting in with the astrology. Now, I have actually done, as part again of the free stuff that I put into the world, I've done an astro energy update where rather than talking loads about the astrology and the readings, I've just given a sort of a rundown of what's happening along with some channeled information. And if you want to check that video out, just if you go to the homepage of the channel and go through the go through the uploads, you'll come across it, because I put it up just before I started doing the February readings. But it's an interesting month, and the reason I'm voicing it now is because when Mercury goes into retrograde, he is the winged messenger of the gods. He is the great communicator. He is the card of the Magician. And he will be, for the best part of the retrograde, he will be in Pisces. There are massive opportunities. There's a real flavour, particular energy with the Mercury retrograde. As I said, I've spoken about it in depth in that energy update. But there's opportunity for us to really tune in, to get a real connection to kind of illumination, to answers from the divine. And I think you are looking for answers, you're seeking answers, you're sitting on the fence with something, you're not sure which way to go. And it's causing you, I think, just a little bit of self-doubt and a little bit of underlying concern. It is really safe to relax. You don't need to worry as much as I think you are. As soon as you're clear about what you want, and there is opportunity for, I think really, I would say divine guidance, you'll be able to move forwards, kind of heart and soul. And this is a card of victory. It's a card of acknowledgement. I love that we have the Five of Wands and then the Six of Wands just beneath it. It's kind of like while you're sorting this out, you come out of this, again, you come out on top. Really, really lovely energy. Let's draw a couple more from the Art of Manifestation pack. We have the card of internal dialogue. We all have an internal dialogue within our mind, a constant stream of inner conversation. Is your dialogue kind, supportive and affirming, or is it critical and judgmental of both yourself and others? This card asks you to listen to your inner words and, if necessary, take steps to consciously change your language. This is the self-doubt, this is the worry that's going on. You know, it's kind of like the indecision, or there's concern that have you made the right decision? Are you going to make the right decision? It's that kind of flavour. Really just relax. I think we have a full moon in Leo on the 9th of Feb. Just after that, we move into the retrograde shadow. On the 17th, Mercury moves into retrograde in Pisces, and it goes into Aquarius at the very end of the retrograde as we move into March. We have then the new moon in Pisces conjunct Mercury. So very powerful new moon on the 23rd. Real opportunity for the 4 days around that before and after, the 2 days before, 2 days after, for significant downloads. So I would almost just say to you, guys, just relax, don't worry, don't stress. Everything will become clear to you, I think. Internal dialogue, remove any aspect of self-doubt. That's really key here. Okay, I'm just going to cut these cards. Oh. And that's the card we're using. Expectation. Expectation is a form of memory. Our past experiences colour our expectations of future circumstances and outcomes. You are asked to release any form of negative expectations based on past experiences and centre yourself in the infinite possibility of now. Excuse me. Okay, I'm going to draw runes. I'm going to draw runes that connect in specifically with these cards, and then I will draw from another tarot. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, fertility. This is lovely. Fertility, sitting here above and connecting the King of Cups with the Five of Swords. Fertility. Fertility is a rune where you need to fertilise the ground for your own deliverance. Completion of beginnings. Get still, guys. Meditate. Something is coming to a conclusion, and within itself, it creates a new opening, a new window of opportunity. Completion of beginnings, very crucial with this rune, very clear. So something is coming to, I think I wanted to say coming to a head, but that's not exactly how it feels. It's a different energy, really. Completion of beginnings, something is, it's a bit like if you were building a house. It means you've done the foundations and now you can get on with the grand design, the building of the house. If you were writing a book, you've written the synopsis and now you can start, or maybe you've written the introduction and now you can start on the first chapter. It's that sort of pivotal moment where something gets sorted. There is some indecision on your part and it's causing some self-doubt. Just remove the inner dialogue. We all have it. It's just such a human thing. Lovely. We have the rune of journey. Okay, super good. Now, sometimes this can literally mean a journey, but usually it's speaking of journeying inwards. Sitting between the Hierophant and the Chariot, if you journey inwards, if you connect to your higher self, you connect to, again, through meditation, you connect to Source. However it is, whatever actually works for you, as you travel and journey inwards, I think the answers will come and you will then be in a position to move forwards. The fertility completes something, and completion of beginnings, it resolves this sort of slightly ambivalent feeling that's around. And we have two runes. Awesome. We have the rune of openings and we have the rune of wholeness. Absolutely lovely. The rune of opening, we find a direction. We know where we're going. It's out of darkness into light, renewed clarity. This is a card of victory, so you come from the 5 to the 6. Again, wands are all about fire, passion, creativity. There's so much energy here. Energy is going to pick up. You are going to find yourself regaining your position of self-empowerment. I want to say authority, which is really interesting. But authority over yourself, the ability to have a voice, exerting yourself in some way. The rune of wholeness, the path you must follow. This is about integrity, it's wholeness, it's things coming together, coming within yourself. The only thing that is holding you back energetically at the moment is this sort of expectation and internal dialogue. But it is time to collaborate. You may need to connect with some other people in order to move something forward. You may need to connect with an outside source in order to make sure you have all the information available, or you may just be connecting and collaborating with external services, people. You know, for some of you, it could be friends, it could be a family member, it could be a partner, it could be a work colleague, it could be an institution, but either way, there's more than just you involved in this resolution and solution, but clarity comes out of darkness into light, direction, able to move forwards, acknowledgement of your position, acknowledgement of your voice. This, you are safe now. Whatever it is, it's been causing you anxiety. It's been sitting there under the surface, a little bit niggling away at you. And that anxiety, that underlying anxiety, is often what sets off our internal dialogue. And it also sets off our mind running in the direction of the what ifs. And what ifs are always, always speaking of past experiences. They are the memories of past experiences. That's what if thinking is all about. It's like we're afraid that something will happen again. Capricorn, I don't know that there's really any more to say here. This is, I might just tune in with an angel card, just a couple of angel cards as affirmations. But I just want to say, I want to send you love, blessings, support, and say, whatever you are sorting through, as far as I can see, you're going to come through this, and you come through kind of on the winning side. And it's to do with the integrity that you are, the pathway of integrity. It's the pathway of the spiritual warrior. And guys, you know, you're on that pathway, otherwise you wouldn't be checking in with readings like this. You know, big respect. It's the integrity, it's the truth, the honesty, walking the pathway, saying how it is, having that voice. That's the flavour here. It's a very empowered reading, guys, very empowered. And the only thing that's niggling here, I think, is just this, a little bit of underlying anxiety, but it tunes in to experiences from the past. And it's a human thing. It's what we do. So let's just dive into our beautiful, beautiful Archangel cards. Wonderful. First off, we have Archangel Chamuel. Peace comes from remembering that only love is real. Guys, keep centered. Yeah, meditate, connect to source, connect to the divine. Whatever works for you. Here we go. Saying I think you could receive significant downloads of information and meditate into the need for any answers. Clairvoyance, Archangel Raziel, I am helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. Guys, whatever you are processing, there is a lot of what feels like a lot of angelic support around you. I think that is always there for us, but sometimes we need a reminder, especially if we feel like we're wading through something that's been, difficult or challenging. Okay, I'm going to draw one more. Oh, I was about to say draw. I didn't need to draw. I don't know if you heard that. It just leapt out of the pack. Remember who you are. Archangel Michael, you are a powerful, loving and creative child of God. You are very loved. Wow, I feel quite emotional on that card. Whatever you guys have been going through, it's stirred up a lot for you. I really hear that. But really, you can be the source of empowerment. Things appear, as far as I can see in this reading, to be bringing you through to victory. Out of darkness into light, renewed clarity, the path you must follow. So much love around you guys as well. Excuse my voice. I've had to clear my throat several times during this reading, so I apologise. Wonderful, wonderful Capricorn. Sun in Capricorn, Moon in Capricorn, Capricorn Rising. Guys, truly, truly, you're going to come through this, and I think you're going to come out on top. Really, so much love to you. Touching base with any of you who've been asking about the Art of Manifestation cards. People have been emailing me. Yes, I'd hoped they'd be launched in January. There were various problems, not with the cards, they're stunning, but with the booklet. I've set up an email list, so if you want notification of these as soon as they are ready and available, there'll be a first edition, a limited edition print. Do please put yourself on the list. That way I can keep you posted. You'll be the first to know. You'll also have the opportunity to reserve a pack and pre-order at a discounted rate. So if that's something that interests you, guys, again, it's in the information box below. Wonderful, wonderful Capricorns. So much love to you. Namaste.